Namaste, welcome to Season 3, Episode 11 of TT Talks. My name is Suhas, and today we have a special guest.
Adarsh Ravikumar.
And so, Adarsh, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Adarsh Ravikumar. I'm 22 years old today. I study neuroscience at Georgia Tech. I like dancing a lot. I've been on Georgia Tech Bhangra, Georgia Bhangra All-Stars. Started my new team, Raaj Sheran. I don't know. I'm just chilling.
I mean, okay, so that was like a huge accomplishment thing right there. So let's start with GTB then. All right. So is there what's your position or what's your role in GTB?
Well, I'm just a member right now. I think sophomore year I captained the team during COVID, but for the past 2 years I've just been a member, helping out where I can. So, yeah. Gotcha.
And do you guys compete in competitions and
Yeah, we go to a lot of competitions. A couple big name ones recently. Bhangra on the Berg, Bhangra Blowout, went there for the second time in a row actually. So yeah, a lot of competitions here and there. We placed at Taste of India, first place. That was just this season. Last year we placed first place at Taste of India again. Went to Namaste Nashville, got third place there, and then Bhangra Blowout as well. Hopefully I'm not missing any competition. That'd be a little embarrassing. Yeah.
So just how did you get started with this?
I've been dancing for a long time. Since I'm going close to 18 years now total.
Oh, damn. Yeah. Okay.
So I've been doing a lot. I mean, you want to talk about professional training? That's probably 10, 12 years now.
Yeah.
But, I've been just dancing, for a while. I started off hip hop, Bollywood, South Indian.
Yeah.
I got into the Bhangra scene relatively recently, around 6 years ago. So.
Is it something you just picked up, or did you someone influence you to start?
No, I just kind of picked it up. I mean, I was working at Shiv's Institute of Dance then, and one of my good friends now, his name is Kishan. He also got hired there, and he was just bringing his own style, and he knew Bhangra.
Yeah.
So I kind of picked it up from there. I was like, wait, this is a pretty cool new style. Let me go try it out, and I fell in love with it basically.
And so what is the thing that you look forward to in Bhangra? So everyone, I used to dance too, and so I was just really interested in the performance aspect of it. I loved showcasing everything. So what kind of drew you towards Bhangra compared to other dance styles?
I mean, not to sound like a diva, but I do like being on stage. No, the adrenaline rush you get from there is no other. I love I feel like I'm a natural performer, so just dancing in general feels really, really nice.
Yeah.
It's something I'm able to do, so that's pretty cool.
So do you think it's a nice break from being a student and everything?
Oh, absolutely. I would spend most of my time there if I could. So I mean, also more than just the performance thing, I love spreading culture.
Gotcha.
So there's not a lot of Bhangra culture in the South. That's why I started this new team to bring more of it out.
Yeah.
I became a dance teacher for that reason, to be the guy who helps spread stuff. So.
Gotcha. And so let's move on to Georgia Bhangra Academy. Is that something you founded or how?
Oh no. My boy Kishan, he founded it. I was the first student there actually. So that's where my Bhangra roots truly lie.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's been 6 years since he started it. I think I've been going around helping out classes here and there. The kids are amazing. They're so fun to work with. But yeah, no, the academy by itself. I'm not super involved with that. Just that's where my roots are.
Gotcha. And so is it kind of do you guys teach for lessons and everything, or is it kind of if you're interested in Bhangra, you just come and do a workshop? Is it kind of like that?
It could be both options. I mean, if you want to reach out to the academy and if you want to teach a workshop, I'm sure there's something to work with there. But I think for me right now, I've been going and teaching classes.
Yeah.
Actually GTB as a whole has been doing it, kind of a little partnership deal.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And so is GTB kind of involved with Georgia Bhangra Academy, or do they have links between them, or how does it work?
I think the only real links are friendship. So we're coming here, we're supporting each other. Having a good time.
Okay. And so tell us about the new team. The
new team.
Yeah.
So Raaj Sheran, it's kind of so I was on this team, Georgia Bhangra All-Stars, since freshman year. It's an independent team. A bunch of alumni from Birmingham's Blazin Bhangra, Classic City Bhangra, GT Bhangra. They all want to get together and still dance.
Yeah.
Fortunately, after COVID, the team didn't have a real strong foundation to keep moving.
The All-Stars team?
The All-Stars team.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I became the captain of it, I decided to completely rebrand, start anew.
Yeah.
Make a team with really, really strong foundations that encompasses like anyone from the south. To really bring the southern Bhangra scene like to the forefront of the circuit. Yeah, we're kind of starting it, you know, because obviously I still want to dance. I can't really just do this for 4 years. So yeah.
Is this something you want to continue like into your future, like when you're old? And
I mean, I gave myself the ultimatum. I'm dancing as long as my legs still work. Whenever that comes.
Damn,
I might be 80, so
the commitment. And is that primarily like are all like the team members primarily like South Asian descent, or is it kind of okay? I mean South Indian descent. Sorry.
I would just say South Asian in general. We've got a couple people that are like you know from different areas of the world, and we love to see them come and partake. But yeah. We got a lot of Desi, basically, yeah.
Gotcha, yeah. And do you guys ever like involve yourself in like people who have no exposure to Bhangra? Like, did your first like, are you like introducing it to them or like something like that?
I would say for right now, probably not, because you know, it being a competitive team, we're operating at a harder level. So for someone's first introduction to Bhangra, it just wouldn't be the best fit for them.
Exactly, yeah.
But that's where we call ourselves like an alumni team. So like, you know, people who want to learn and get the chance to join a college Bhangra team. Yeah. And if they want to continue with that, that's where we are.
Gotcha. So. And so you were talking about how you are Tamil and you really like spreading your culture and everything. So what are like some ways that you've like kind of like shared that with other people? I
mean, I like Tamil music a lot. I'm always like putting my friends on, you know, new Anirudh Ravichunder hits.
Oh, did you go to the concert?
Oh, of course I went to the concert. Dude, two like it was right in front of me basically.
Oh
like,
my god!
4 seats like right. I could like taste him basically. Like it was a different experience.
Yeah, Thai Kalavi.
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, every concert you go to, you have to be up front. It's just not worth it at that point.
I mean, even if you don't have money for it, or you know what I mean.
I mean, go enjoy. I'm just saying that like being up front it's a totally different thing.
That's awesome. Yeah. And do you just listen to Tamil music, or do you listen to like Telugu music?
I listen to Tamil music. I listen to Punjabi music.
Yeah.
I recently got into like American classic rock. Like again, I feel like I have this phase like every year where I just like 2 weeks where I'm just loving classic rock. So. And
so have you? Do you like watch Tamil movies as well, or like?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
My favorite movies are like the ones that are like just stupid hype. Like they're all coming in their lungis, like slapping their thighs. You know, it's childish and fun. And
yeah. And like, what do you think about like Tamil heroes like Dhanush coming into like Hollywood movies?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Give that man a trilogy. You watched The Gray Man, right?
Yeah.
He killed it. There's also that Netflix. The Netflix India made a movie, Jagame Tandiram.
I don't think I watched that. Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet, but I mean, I love Dhanush a lot.
Yeah.
I watched VIP 2, Anegan recently, which is a bit of a serious movie, not like more my style, but it was still a good movie. About to watch Vati tonight.
You haven't watched it yet?
No, I haven't watched it
yet. Damn. Okay.
No. School got me tripping a little bit, but now
it's literally like a movie about school too.
It's pretty, that's hilarious. Yeah, I would say like over Dhanush, I love Vijay movies. I mean, like as a kid, like Vijay's been my guy. He's also what inspired me to get into dancing in the first place.
Yeah,
seeing that guy dance, I'm like, I watched like almost all of his movies, a lot.
Yeah,
I gotta say my favorite one has to be Big Gill.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, just you know. The new age Tamil cinema mixed with like that old Moss coming in. I felt like it was a really, really good movie.
Yeah. Gotcha. And just tying it back with like Bhangra and Tamil. So, like when you were starting to pick up Bhangra and like trying to get into the team and everything, have you ever faced like any like difficulties with like adjusting and everything? Because you're like because I honestly don't know that many South Indians that do Bhangra too much. I
mean, I personally had no trouble. I think because I came from like a dance background, very like varied. It's easy to adjust to a new style. I've really seen it happen to like a lot of people who come from like a Bharatanatyam background, or just straight hip hop, or like you know, it's just trying to relearn like the basic things, and you know, foundations are going to exist regardless of whether or not you take up a new style. So it's really hard to like separate those two into their own separate boxes. In your mind.
And I'm gonna be honest, like Bhangra is like one of the hardest that I've ever seen in my life, man. Like, it's just your practice. Like, I don't know how you guys practice for like 3-4 hours.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, 3 hours on 3 hours on weekdays. I think every now and then we'll have a 2 hour practice. We'll still feel tired at the end of it, but
Gotcha. And do you want to like elaborate something like about the team and like any like special memories you have being on it?
I got a lot of memories. I mean, I'd say like a lot of my favorite memories happen on stage. Specifically, like coming off of stage. You know, it's like it's a big achievement to like for like people. You know, we're all 18, 22, ever in between. You know, we're just like coming out of high school, going to college, and we're also doing all these big things. It's pretty surreal sometimes to like look back. You know, after stepping off of stage, be like, yo,
I just did that.
Yeah, I just did that. You know, so it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Not only just the performances, but like every time you go to competitions, you meet like a lot of people. And
Yeah.
they're all just amazing. You know, I met a couple of people from Taste of India. I'm still homies with them now.
Yeah.
You know, we're all chilling. They sent me a prank call earlier in the week. It was just some dude singing the national anthem.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was them. So through an unknown number, I started singing it with them. You know, we're all just jokesters, you know, playing around.
Yeah. That's cool. It's like, and do you think it's like ever like easy to like bond with people who also do Bhangra?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, we all have shin splints. Like that's one thing, right? Yeah. I mean, like Bhangra is
I feel like it's more than just a dance style. It feels like a lifestyle too.
It is very much.
Yeah.
It's very ingrained with the culture. Especially, you know, like especially with Punjabi culture, Bhangra is like a very like. It's compulsory to to have it, you know, like during like Vaisakhi celebrations or a lot of happy events, you know, harvest festivals, all these things. You'll have a lot of people come and like, you know, perform some Bhangra routines. So
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's pretty like I wouldn't say necessary. Again, I'm not Punjabi. I can't really comment too much on that, but I would say like I've never gone to any Punjabi function and not seen Bhangra happen. So.
And then this is just like a really quick question. So I saw the
Yakara.
Yeah. So are you? Well, what religion do you practice?
So I find myself to not align with one. I'm both a Hindu and a Sikh. I feel like the way we live life dictates what we have instead of defining it for ourselves.
Yeah.
So like the way I was going, I found myself like, you know, taking in things from both worlds. And, you know, I feel like that's a more than okay way to live.
Yeah. Of course. And like, so do you just like your values kind of like are like a blend of the two cultures to combine?
Absolutely.
Gotcha.
I mean, if you look at religion as a whole, at the base foundational level, they're all preaching you to do the same things. Like, be a good person, donate to charity, treat others with respect.
Exactly.
When you look at that, past all the details and nuances, you know, religion is just something that just tells you this is how to be a good person.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
So.
Like, there's no right way.
There's no right. Yeah,
exactly.
It's just whatever you feel like doing, you know.
Exactly. Have you ever been to the Punjab region, like when you went to India?
No, I've never been to Punjab. I mean, my entire family is in this one, like, it's funny, like this one like 2-block radius and stuff of Chennai.
Really?
We're all just right there. You know, I do have a couple people that moved to Delhi.
Yeah.
But yeah, for the majority, like everyone's like, my dad's side is in this like 2-block radius.
Yeah.
My mom's side was in Besant Nagar. We just had them moving with us recently. But yeah, no, we're all in Northern area, so every time I go to India, like I feel like family is the most important thing. So we saturate the majority of our time with our family.
Gotcha.
Unfortunately, never got to sightsee too much of the place.
Okay. So would you ever like take them to the Punjab?
Oh, absolutely. I think we're planning an India trip soon. This is gonna be like my favorite one. We're gonna go to like all the big things. There's like I forget the Kailash Mountain.
You're gonna go that up north?
Oh, why not?
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, Kailash Mountain. You know they have the whole big statue of Shiva there. That'd be cool to see. If I ever get the chance, I want to go to see Sabarimala. But I think my main focal point of this trip is to go to the Golden Temple.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be really, really nice to go see. You know, like I've seen in pictures, seen in videos. It looks so beautiful. So I feel like just I could really truly appreciate it and what it stands for. You know, when I go there myself.
Exactly. Yeah. And so, have you been to any? Like, I interviewed Darshleen on the previous podcast.
Yeah.
And she's part of ATL6. So, are you involved in?
Yeah. Darsheen's my homie too. not like incredibly involved with the organization, but
Yeah.
I'm a part of it. I help out where I can. Go to some of the Gurdwara trips.
Yeah.
I think my main influence is more or less just in the Bhangra like scene at GT. So.
And so this is kind of like just like a broad question, but what does dancing mean to you?
It's a broad question. It's a hard question.
Like, why do you do it? Why do you like think about it? Why do you want to do it? Like, what is your reason behind it?
What do I think about it? I drive myself crazy thinking about it. It's like half of all that I'm thinking of. But no, I would say, I mean, to put into like an analogy, I would say like dancing is my breath, right? You need to breathe in order to live. Yeah. So in order to live a happy life, I dance.
So is it kind of like your way of just like it's just essential to you?
It's
like
essential,
Adarsh Ravikumar would not be the same person.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I would not be the same person if I didn't dance. Oh my god. Yeah. I've been trying taking a little break from GTB just to see where I was without dance. I was back in like 2 months. I couldn't leave it. You're absolutely right about that. I mean, it's for me, it's something I can pour everything into, like positives and negatives, just like pour everything into, and then it comes back as just something I've done, like art.
So we've been talking a lot about like your accomplishments as a person and like what Bhangra means to you, but like in that journey of trying to discover yourself, have you faced any like difficulties or like hardships?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, growing up in Suwanee, Georgia, especially because I was one of the first people to move here.
Yeah.
Before it became super diverse, it was very hard to fit in.
Yeah.
I think I was in a lot of my schools. I was like one of like 3 or 4 Indian kids. Like,
really?
It had to be like a very tiny amount.
Damn. So did you grow up in Suwanee? Like your entire life is here?
Yeah, not my entire life. I was born in Houston.
Okay.
We jumped around the country for the first 4 years, and then I landed here.
Yeah.
About the same time, I picked up dancing. I've been in Suwanee for forever, basically. Yeah, since then.
Yeah, I'm still trying. I moved from California back in 9th grade.
Oh, really?
So I'm trying to still like figure everything out, I guess.
It's a little different.
Yeah.
I know where you're from in Cali, but I know they got like a huge Indian population there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Especially Bay Area, yeah.
I mean, I would say just for the other green side, to be in like a culture where your opinion is like very, very unique.
Yeah.
Because of just your background. I would say when there's not like at least like a group, a majority to sit there and echo that, it's very hard to get those across.
Exactly.
Like, for the longest time, I had to face like a lot of like subtle, not subtle racism in school.
Yeah.
I got bullied a lot for it. I mean, I'm sure every South Asian kid in the U.S. can say the same.
I'd say every minority has probably experienced something like that. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. No, it's just very. It's very nice to see now that like there's a lot of Indians there. They're forming groups. There's groups within groups. There's groups outside of groups. There's South Indians that have never met each other. It's really nice to see like how much it's come from like just those like 3 or 4 in my school to like, oh wow, it's like 30 to 40, 300, 400. It's amazing. So.
Gotcha. And so just like tying back to that kind of like sometimes you like face like the people who aren't like the nicest with you and stuff like that. So what do you think might be like the main reason why like South Asian people face a lot of like discrimination nowadays?
I think it's just like a lot of uneducation. I mean, if you're young and impressionable, you don't know anything about South Asia or anything about the people and the cultures there. You'll hear what some other old racist guy says.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And they're like, all right, cool, this is reality. If you have no other frame of reference, that's the one you're going to believe, right? So, especially when you're young, it becomes like ingrained as like your subconscious reaction.
Yeah, exactly.
To a lot of things. I mean, overall, I'm seeing recently with the new information age. I mean, TikTok, and as much as I can give against it, it's pretty good in this regard of like showcasing and educating about cultures. You still see it every now and then. I don't know if you see the Indian street food stuff that pop up every now and then. And the comments are just full of like people that are ignorant, pointing out, oh, dirty guy, And at the end of the day, like, street food is street food.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You can't expect it to be the cleanest thing in the world.
Exactly.
This happens everywhere.
Uh-huh.
But it's just I only see it happen when it's an Indian guy cooking it. When it's a brown guy cooking it. It's very obvious that like people feel like it's okay to say things against us.
Yeah, exactly.
More or less because it's just, I guess it's a norm from how they grew up
Yeah.
at the very least. So.
But I mean, I feel like education and just like getting like that kind of like understanding that like opinions of other people might be like the best way of stopping this in the future. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, I feel like as long as we can keep talking about it, that's one thing, to point it out and like really just say, hey, this is happening. And, like,
Exactly.
we're
Yeah.
not okay when it happens.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I tend to believe that people's compassion tend to be like their strongest thing, I think, that they can give. So eventually, like when they hit that point, it's gonna be nice. You know.
Exactly. Yeah. And so, what is your opinion about like just South Asian people being represented in media?
In media?
Yeah, like, do you think like there's stereotypes behind it? Do you think that's a good way, or like what is your opinion about that?
I mean, I've seen some good representation.
Yeah, exactly. Like we were talking about.
Recently,
Yeah.
like Danish being in there. Like,
yeah.
His role in The Gray Man was nothing less than badass, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it was just great. I love seeing. He was my favorite part of the movie. But yeah, I mean, there's also a lot of other things you could look at, like Apu from The Simpsons. I can't think of any other specific things, but all I know is like whenever I see like an Indian guy, like there's like a very strong chance that he's just gonna be like a stereotypical caricature of himself.
Yeah.
So I mean, going for, I mean, you even saw what was it, the Natu Natu performance? Like,
Yeah.
they had zero like those people.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
They had,
to me, that just felt a little more like, oh, let's just take the song and like let's have our own performance with it, let's celebrate it, and then like without representing the people there, it felt to me a little bit like appropriation. But I understand like with the weird time frames that they had, they did it in like 18 hours or something. They got the dance really short. Yeah. I mean, with that in mind, you can see where it happens, but again, I'm not giving them an excuse. It's just more or less you got to like think more proactively.
You got to do a little bit better, yeah.
Yeah, you got to just do better. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I'm emotional seeing. I'm not even telling you. I'm emotional seeing not on the Oscars. Like, I mean, then to find out that they casted like the two lead guys to look South Asian.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
They specifically casted them to
all within 18 hours or what?
Yeah. Within, I don't know about the 18 hours at least when they started when they learned the dance. But
yeah.
If they're learning the dance 18 hours before the show, you got to assume that they did the casting pretty late as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, they also wanted to work with people that they knew, which again is very valid. But also, it's not like people that you know are the only professionals that you're ever going to find.
Yeah.
You know? Like people, there's tons of people even in the LA area that are professionals. You don't have to know them for them to do a good job.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it all depends on like perspective, I guess. Yeah. Exactly. And so you said you were a neuroscience major, right?
Yeah.
Are you pre-med?
Yeah, I am pre-med.
So do you intend to like bringing your heritage into like medicine? I don't know if that makes sense.
My heritage into medicine. Dude, yeah. Here's your shot. Have some
Ayurvedic stuff.
Have some Ayurvedic. You know, I have some pepper rasam made for you. Have some of that. No, I mean, wherever I can. I mean, I
that was kind of like a winded question. I don't think that made any sense.
That is a weird question. Yeah, no, but I do love neuroscience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is there something like a reason for that or?
I mean, no reason specifically. I don't have any backstory for that. I just like neuroscience.
Just like neuroscience.
The brain's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And just like adding on to that, like, the representing culture and everything. Do you like cook Indian food? Do you like do all that?
Yes. Actually, like you caught me at a good time. I just had like 7 or 8 masala dosas.
Yo,
like, just now.
That's not fair, bro. I'm be eating dining hall food and you get to eat this stuff.
What can I say, dude? What can I say? I mean, nah, dude. I also make really good dosas. So like, I'll flex here right now. I make like the best dosas. Like, but no, I love cooking it. I beg my parents for like sambar every weekend. I mean,
that's the one difference between. I don't like sambar.
Oh, you don't like sambar?
Yeah, I don't like sambar.
What are you doing, man? Dude, you gotta change that like right now. Come on, like change it. One of life's greatest joys is sambar mixed with rice, mixed with idli, dosa. You can put it on everything.
Nah, you're never gonna catch me eating that.
Dude, I feel bad for you, man. I feel bad for you.
Have you had the Indian food in the dining halls before? Like with
no.
Yeah, good for you, man. You don't have to ruin your mouth with that.
What do they serve?
I mean, they had for Diwali, they had for Diwali and Holi, they had like the what is the bendikai? I don't know what that is in okra.
Oh, Bendikai,
Yeah. And then they had like samosas, but it was like croissants. I mean, they had like chana masala, but it was like it wasn't cooked, but
Oh,
like it was
wasn't
it was
cooked.
crunchy.
Oh, it's crunchy chana masala.
Yeah.
Did they not get the chickpeas? And
I have no idea.
how hard is it to boil chickpeas, man?
I mean, they gave it their best shot. I appreciate them giving it
Did
an
it taste
attempt.
good?
I'm not gonna answer that question. I think
It doesn't taste good, man. It doesn't taste good. Like,
I don't blame them. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I don't think they had like a South Asian chef in the back cooking.
nothing wrong with cooking bad
Yeah.
food. Just bad food is bad food.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing. I don't feel like it's an attempt. I'm gonna give them that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
That's fair. That's fair.
Have you been to any other like South Asian events outside of Bhangra on campus, like GT Hindu Yuva or India Club?
I did the
Well, you were at Holy Show, right?
yeah, it was a Holy Show.
Yeah.
Holy Show is really fun. For a lot of reasons. But I'm not gonna talk about those reasons right here. You know, we did a whole performance from GTB. You know,
Yeah.
all our newbies went on stage. You know, most of us that have been on a lot of lineups, we weren't dancing. You know, we wanted to like put people that were new to the scene on stage. You know,
Yeah.
give them their stage performances. Then we did like the senior dance. I'm telling you, I learned like everything. Like I choreographed the Bhangra segment only. Everything else I learned like 10 minutes before the actual show.
Were there rehearsals for it or what?
There were 2 rehearsals, but I went to like half of one of them. You can see me in the front. I'm just like sitting here doing my Renji the
No, you were vibing in the front, bro. You were just doing your own thing.
That was a great experience. It was a great experience. I almost didn't do it. I was like,
Oh, really? Okay.
I was not. I was just really lazy. I was like, all right, I'm just gonna focus on GTB for a bit, and like, there's a lot of stuff to do. We just got back from Bhangra Blow at that time, so I was like, I'm really tired.
Exactly. Yeah.
So.
And I know you guys performed at State Farm Arena too. So how do you get gigs like that?
State Farm Arena.
Yeah.
I think I actually don't know how we got that one. That's like you have to ask one of the managers for that. But I think we've gone like every single year since we started it. They don't always do like a multicultural night, but they'll have us come. Like they've had GTV is gone, CCB is gone, my old dance studio is gone. You know, they call in a lot of people. It's a good thing that they do. You know, just have people come in. I mean, we're pre-show, so not usually the biggest audience, but you know, we're so thankful for being able to get on the stage.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. That's like I saw the poster for it. I'm like, damn, wow. And like you guys also perform at like special venues too, right?
Yeah, we do. I think mainly like in terms of that, we do mainly weddings. We have done a couple of gigs for companies. I think recently we had one. Not really recently, a couple of months ago, we had one in the Google building.
Like you performed in the Google building?
Yeah. The one over here, you know, in Midtown. Damn. One of our guys got like started talking up with one of the one of the board members there. It was funny. It was just really funny. I don't know if he ended up with coming out of it with anything, but yeah. That's
really cool. Wow, I don't think I know any other dance team that's doing stuff like that.
No, yeah, every dance team does gigs. I mean,
like gigs like Google or like State Farm Arena.
Oh yeah. No, they definitely do. They definitely do.
Really? Okay.
I mean, we tend to do a lot, so we don't always just post it. But it's just mainly weddings.
Gotcha.
A lot of people want to see some good Bhangra, you know, done at their events. So.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's good to come.
And so for like a lot of other dance teams, like when they have their Bhangra segment, do you help them choreograph?
Yeah, I think I worked with a couple fusion teams this year. Again, I would say like the fusion Bhangra scene is a little different.
Yeah.
It's like a very modernized version of it. It's not. It doesn't really stick to its traditional aspects a lot, which is fine. I mean, for that circuit, it's what goes. So by all means, go for it. So when they ask me to come in, I can't really do much because I'm someone who sticks more to the traditional roots when I dance. It's just, you know, like I'll see something and at the end of the day, there's a lot of differences of opinions that are getting thrown into the mix, and I mean, I offer what I can. Obviously, like I helped with GT Jadu this year and UJ Asura. Yeah. So yeah, they've done some cool stuff.
I know CCB and GTB also have like their collaborations as well.
Yes, we do. Can't remember of any really recent collaborations. We're all friends. You know? Like in the Bhangra scene, we make it in the circuit especially, we make it like a very big deal.
Exactly.
It's why competitions happen in the first place. That people meet. So like yeah, coming back to this GTB CCB, you can throw BBB into the mix as well. Like we're all like good friends. I think my co-captains for Raaj Sheran are the old captains from BBB and CCB. So you know we're all friends. We're all chill like that. Last time we hung out was actually last night when a couple of them came over, woke me up, wished me happy birthday. But yeah, no,
why were you sleeping for your birthday?
Dude, I can get into like, I mean, if you look at the date of the day before my birthday, you can understand why I just wanted to go to bed. Yeah, I mean, aside from like last night, we hang out like when we can. A couple of us go to UGA. We went to India night, hung out with a lot of CCB fam. I see him a lot at competitions.
Gotcha. So. And you were a judge for competition
No,
as well?
I wasn't a judge. I was a shadow judge.
What do you know? What is the difference?
Well, the difference is, I mean, on a very logistical sense, I do like the same thing that all judges do. I just nothing that I do actually counts. It's more or less like the shadow judge was a way for me to get the experience of judging before, like judging a comp for real.
Is that something you want to do in the future?
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, if you look at it from my perspective, like judging isn't like judges get a bad rep for like you know a lot of people have different
opinions
as to way different opinions exactly for the way things should be. But if you're a judge, you're mainly there to like help everyone else in the competition to, you know, do better Bhangra.
Yeah.
You know, there's gonna be a lot of opinions. Eventually, everything's gonna help uplift everyone. So judging, the way I see it, is it's like a service that you can do for like people that are like new and coming in.
Exactly.
Like, hey, you know, I see you're passionate. Like, here's where you can improve. You know, all that stuff. But
so when you first started being on GTB, was there any like mentor or like alumni right now that's been like a huge mentor or like influential person for you?
My buddy Ashrar. I would say a lot. To name drop a couple: Ash, Kishan, Mohit, Ajay, Pujan, Farzeen. You know, friends, mentors, peers. Like we've all like helped each other out.
Exactly.
You know, it's good because like, you know, the family's like everlasting. You know, Ash comes back for a lot of our big comps. He came for us. He came for Bhangra on the Berg. He came for Bhangra Blowout. It's always good to see him again. Oh, my man, my favorite my favorite guy. Not like, okay, I love him a lot. His name is Sunny. He's always like he's just that guy. You know, like. You see him walk in, you're gonna get on your feet. Like, he's just that guy. I love him so much. Yeah, he came back for Blowout. I love seeing him again. He's my little. He's one of my littles. I've got 3 on the team. He's one of them. He graduated before I did, which is kind of funny. He's doing his master's program in Stanford, I believe, under aerospace.
Goddamn.
So, you know, Singh's doing big things. You know.
That's sick. Wow. And what are your future I mean, besides like med?
Besides
like,
med.
Like what do you want to do like hobbies wise or like in the future? Yeah.
Wow. I mean, obviously continue dancing. You know, continue this Raaj Sheran. You know, keep that competitive aspect of myself alive. You know, I like playing video games a lot. I love anime. I love like a lot of like fantasy stuff. So, like I'm into nerd culture like that. It's kind of funny. So.
I mean, I feel like it's
it's hella funny, bro. I still love it. You know, it's hella funny. I'm out here. I go home. I have a lightsaber at home, right, from Star Wars. I'll go home. I'll just like kind of twirl around a bit.
No, I would imagine you do like.
Yeah, I've done some Bhangra with it as well. It's fun. Yeah, no, that's what I say. It's like looking. It's just funny. You know? I love it. Yeah, nerd culture. I love it. Yeah.
And so, like, do you like you and your roommates? Are they on GTB or are they not on GTB?
No, my roommate. I have one roommate. His name is Reza. He's not into dance too much. But we're all like, you know, he's part of like, he knows. He's like good friends with my captain Farzeen. So like weird, like, because I got him randomly through the roommate draw, and weird that like he knows someone like that I know. So. But yeah, roommates wise, nah, we don't really share a lot of the same interests. We both like anime, but.
Gotcha. And so, just like when you said you were like your entire family is from like that 2x2 in Chennai. Are there any like special like memories that you have going to Chennai, or like when was the last time you went?
It's been a long time since I went last time. Last time was in 7th grade.
Damn. Okay. I'm hitting 8, so I'm going this summer.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's good to see. I think I'm going. Hopefully sometime next year. My grandpa's turning 80, so we want to go see him.
Yeah. I think we're going to Chennai actually. So.
Oh really? Nice. Yeah. I mean, a memory from back then. I have a lot actually. So I'd say one thing is we would always play cricket. When we were really young.
Yeah.
I used to go like a lot back then, like every 2 years I think. When we were really young, me and my 2 cousins, Akhilesh and Suraj, we would all play cricket. I think and not outside. No. In the hallway of my grandpa's apartment.
Okay.
With a tennis ball and I can't remember if it was it wasn't like a big cricket bat, obviously. We were kids.
Okay.
So that was fun. They were yelling at me for bowling like I was playing baseball. Like, you gotta get that arc, you gotta lean in. When you hit the bat, you can't go cross-eyed, you gotta go straight. So it was really fun.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That's cool. And are you the only one in your family that is interested in Bhangra, or have you like?
In Bhangra, yeah, I'm the only one.
Okay.
Yeah, I think my cousins, one of them is really into fashion. I think she just graduated. She made her own brand or something. It's pretty cool. Another one, it's funny. He actually looks just like me. Beard, really long hair. He's in LA studying music. He's in a band. I think the name is Trash Talk. In a rock band.
Okay.
From Chennai actually. Another one.
Is it any like special? Like, is it like Indian rock? If that makes sense.
It's
like fusion.
I would say it's the Indian take on Western rock.
Okay.
So you still have like your crazy metal.
Yeah.
Screaming, but you also you'll see like I feel like every Indian influenced music has on its base level some Carnatic elements. You'll see
exactly.
Some of that
Yeah.
I got another cousin finishing up college right now. Another one doing an MBA somewhere in Switzerland. I can't remember. I haven't spoken.
I feel like you got cousins all over. That's crazy.
Yeah, cousins all over. Yeah, they're doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So.
So is a beard in the hair like because you guys like you're interested in Hinduism and Sikhism, or is it just like a personal thing?
Well, I mean, I would say at the end of the day, it's all a personal.
Exactly.
thing.
Yeah.
I do it because I don't know. Honestly, I couldn't give you like one straightforward answer. Like like Sikhism does play a lot into it. Just I like the way that I look plays a lot into it. I like it when I do stuff that people tell me that's the opposite of what I should be doing. Like my hair is like long, right? It'll come all the way down, like a good 20 inches or something.
Oh damn!
Yeah,
okay.
I got a lot of hair. Also got like a beard that I just don't trim.
Yeah.
And it's just so funny to me when I hear people say, "Dude, you gotta shave. Dude, you gotta cut your hair," and I just don't. Like,
just like proving people wrong. Yeah.
Like I don't care. I mean, like it's my hair. I'll do whatever I want. And the more you tell me not to do something, the more I'm gonna want to do it.
That's cool. I feel like it's a good mindset to have, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like.
I personally don't really care too much about the way people look.
Yeah.
I mean, it's what inside that really matters.
Yeah.
As long as you're not like, I mean, you on a certain level, you gotta like be presentable. You gotta like, come with a smile. Like all this stuff, basic hygiene. But past that, I don't think that anyone should look a certain way if they want to.
Exactly. Just like
do what they want.
Your own body. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You do what you want. Have fun. That's it. If we're not having fun, what's the point?
Yeah. And just a random question. So, are you planning on ever going to abroad to spread Bhangra, or is that something you want to do in the future?
Abroad spread? Oh, absolutely. Oh, for sure.
Because I feel like that would be really cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, Bhangra is there's like a good scene. I think there's this program called Learn Bhangra. They have teachers. It's not like a very like a very established thing. As far as I know. But they've got certified teachers. Here and there. Kishan is one of them. Got a couple people in Amsterdam, London, obviously India. It's nice to see because Australia as well. So yeah.
It just feels like a huge network. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's good because like like I don't know these people, but
Exactly.
like, I'm connected to them
In some way, yeah, you know what I mean, yeah.
Yeah, we all do Bhangra, we all had sing with them all, like, it's simple, it's such a simple connection, but it's so weird that it spans like huge distances.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't like coming to Bhangra. Did you ever expect like something to be so like widespread, or like did you have the expectation that like you were gonna meet someone like across the world and both of you know Bhangra? Like, did you have like that?
I would say like I expected it to happen, but like not on the level that it is now.
Okay.
So like my first year in the circuit, we did a lot of competitions. It was probably like in terms of seasons, that was the most competitions I've ever danced at.
Yeah.
We did Atel Tamasha, Achka Dhamaka, then Buckeye Mela, then Namaste Cleveland. 4 competitions total in one season. That's just like my personal like most amount.
Yeah.
It was nice. I mean, ATL, you get to see your homies here. AKD was fun because you get to meet like a lot of people came from like different areas. We had like Virginia Tech.
Yeah.
Got to meet a lot of the UNC people. Both Buckeye Mela and NDC are Ohio competitions.
Okay.
So I mean, I will say, as a Southern, born and brought up man.
Yeah.
Going up to the north, it's different. And, okay, not just the people there, but like it's so freaking cold.
Exactly. Yeah.
I get sensitive for like a 4 or 5 temperature decrease, and like we went to Pittsburgh recently. It was 17 degrees before like waiting outside the after party, and there was a long line. I'm like, all right, do we really want to go inside? Like, can we not just call an Uber and go back home? So I mean, but coming back to the whole meeting people thing, you get to meet a lot of people.
Yeah.
But I think going into COVID, I don't know if it was just like the whole social distancing thing, but it didn't feel like there was like a huge
appreciation for
not appreciation, just like a huge like connected community. And like even though like we participate in like these online competitions like Eat Bhangra, Match Bhangra, like where you could see people from different areas. We had like we competed against the real Punjabis. They're from UCSD in California. I saw them perform. Like we competed at the same comp, but like I think back then for me, like it didn't really like click. They're like, oh wow, like these people are from like different areas of the world.
Exactly, yeah.
I mean, it may have just been like the whole online thing, and like coming back into these past 2 seasons when it has been in person.
Yeah.
I get to meet people. And like we're friends, and I see them again at different competitions. It's to me now like that perspective has changed. Like wow, there's like a lot to still like. There's a lot of people here.
Exactly.
There's a huge appreciation for this stuff. You go to these competitions like Bhangra the Berg, Bhangra Blowout, Bruin Bhangra, like the really really big ones.
Yeah.
Bhangra, like you see, like it's not just the competitive teams there going. I don't know how Fusion works, but like I don't imagine it being anyone more than like college students that are interested in dance.
Yeah.
Whether they're on a team or not, but for this, since Bhangra is like a very 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 traditional thing that's very ingrained with like the Punjabi communities.
Exactly.
You see like people of all ages come up and down, and they all come through. And especially in Boston, Bhangra. I mean, I haven't gone, but like, a lot of my friends that have gone, they'll say like, oh, like the majority of people in the audience weren't even Indian, like weren't even brown, it's
they're just coming to appreciate
to appreciate. Yeah, it's really nice to see when that kind of stuff happens.
Yeah.
When like an entire community comes and like watches it. Not just like the niche part of that.
Exactly. Yeah. And I feel like coming into competitions when you're going to like a different state, like you have the nerves and everything.
Yeah.
But as soon as you know someone on another team or something, it's like you just feel a lot more like at home.
Oh, I've never been nervous going to a competition.
Oh my god.
Sorry, no. I've been on stage way too many times to feel nervous about it anymore.
Really?
Yeah, like everyone has that one nervousness about like going on stage.
Yeah.
It's not like for me.
Maybe not going onto stage, but like doing well.
Well, I mean, I'm never worried about that. Like, I feel like if you worry about it, then you have cause to actually do it. For us, we have the mentality of like, oh, GTB, go on stage, just another day in the office, we got it. Like. We treat it like, this is what we've been doing.
Exactly.
We've been practicing for days and days and hours and hours. Like, there's no point in like doing anything bad right now. So don't think about it.
That's cool.
Definitely things have happened. I mean, just this past competition at Bhangra Blowout, we had this gimmick where we formed a pool table.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
Right? And I was running the pool ball. I was pink.
You had the thing on your back, right?
Yeah. And the straps, like it was a Velcro strap.
Yeah.
It wouldn't clutch. Like I had 8 counts to put it on.
Yeah.
I remember doing it. I had done it perfectly.
In practice?
Every single practice.
Yeah.
Repeatedly. And it didn't latch on. It caught onto my Fulman or my Ramal. And it just like it
never
didn't click onto the actual thing. Somehow it stayed on just barely for the entire actual gimmick to finish. Supposed to keep it on for the rest of the segment, but I knew it was gonna fall off, so I just like took it off and threw it off to the side. You can see it in the video actually. It's really funny. But yeah, no, like obviously like stuff happens.
Yeah.
But like I don't count that as like a bad thing.
Exactly.
Just,
yeah.
When a prop malfunctions, the prop is malfunctioning. You're not. Beat myself up over that. Like I got the gimmick done. It didn't look like it was gonna fall. But yeah, no, I mean.
Have you ever gotten like any major injuries like while practicing?
Doing Bhangra?
Yeah.
No. Nothing major. A lot of minor things. So it's funny because we were just doing this the patellar reflex, the one where you hit the knee and then it jerks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we
Did you damage that? Wait, what happened? Oh, okay.
I'm about to get into it. We were doing that in the lab, and we were just trying to. I was like, nothing's happening. Like you're hitting the right areas. Like, all right. Why don't you try hitting it as hard as you possibly can? So they went, and they kept going. Like, it hit about like 10 separate times, and I got it like 3 out of 10 times. I'm like, my knees are damaged, dude. Like, there's no other explanation. You gotta like smack it just to get it to move. I have that. I don't have the best of backs. I have my shoulders. I think maybe the growth plate got messed up on one of them, but like they're uneven. It's really hard to tell, but like my right shoulder is like slightly lower than my left one. Which makes my my brachialis nerve. This is all self-diagnosis because like this is as much as I can. I'm not going to the doctor for like a small pain. What I'm assuming is like as like I'm doing Bhangra, especially like stuff, very shoulder intensive exercise. As the muscles are used up a lot, they gain stress and they start becoming a lot more tense just normally.
Yeah.
And sometimes that squeezes up on my nerve and my arm nerve, and then I'll get like a weird shock. Like it'll just like my arm will go numb for like half a second. And won't feel that way anymore. Like afterwards, I just keep dancing. It's fun. It's honestly like it's just funny. I find it all funny.
You're just a lighthearted person, man. I wish I could be like you.
I mean, you can cry about stuff.
I mean,
what's the point?
Yeah. I mean, like that was my main worry because I do swim right now because low impacts because I'm worried that I'm gonna get injured and like I'm gonna mess something up.
Dude, full send. Just full send, dude. It's okay if you get hurt. You'll come back and then do it better.
I guess so. Yeah.
Just full send. I never really cared too much about, especially when it's something that you love.
Yeah.
I'm not like too particularly concerned with my immediate physical health. Like oh wow, I hurt my knee. Maybe I break my toe. Okay, cool. So sit down for like 3 months. Come back, do it again. This stuff happens. Life is life. I could break my toe dancing or driving the car, or just walking down the street. Like anything can happen. Right?
Yeah.
So I don't personally feel the need to at least be reserved, at least like when it's something that I love. It's
worth the sacrifice. Yeah.
At some points, it's worth the sacrifice. At least for me, it's good to be careful though. You don't want to be okay with the idea of getting a lot of injuries. It's still good to like practice safe technique.
Yeah.
Make sure you're icing after practices. I mean, honestly, like what I found is like a good protein intake after dancing. Not a lot of people. I don't know how many people have made the connection that dancing is in and of itself a true form of exercise. So you have to take like the proper nutrition in order to get that. Otherwise, your muscles aren't going to be getting the proper protein.
Exactly, and you need the stamina to like be able to.
Stamina.
Yeah.
You need to get rid of those micro tears. Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot like behind the scenes that people don't also like realize when they just see a performance.
Yeah. A lot goes into it.
Yeah.
No, it's weird, like, cause you're grading like what the 7 minutes that you see on stage, but like in reality, the teams will never see it that way. They're always going to be like, oh, we worked so hard for it. Like, how could you think of it this way?
What do you mean?
We've gotten our fair. I mean, at the end of the day, like judges have their own opinions, and to hear that the way they thought of like what you put on stage isn't exactly what you want them to think.
Exactly.
It's not always like the best of things to hear. It just happens.
It's like disheartening.
You gotta get used to it. It happens. It's disheartening. Not everyone's the same. All that stuff. Like the solace in that is like they can only see you for the 7 minutes, but they don't really know like the amount of work and stuff you put into it. So at the end of the day, like whose opinion really does like matter that much to like affect the way you think about dance and all that stuff. You know, it's yours and yours own, because like you know how much work you're putting into it, you know what it means to you.
Exactly.
You see yourself what you're doing. You know, that, like I feel like at the end of the day, you're the only person who can really define
like whether you're satisfied or not.
Whether you're satisfied or not.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had a lot of disappointments this year ourselves, but like as far as I'm concerned, that's not bringing me down. You know, it's just. I've got my opinions. Other people got theirs, and like that's chill.
As long as you pour everything you have onto stage, that's all you can do.
Like, I gave a genuine performance, and that's all I can give. Right?
Yeah,
I can't expect anything else out of that.
Exactly. And so going into the next season, what are some goals that you want for yourself or like for the team?
Some goals that I want for myself. Well, I want this team because I'm not gonna be able to do GTV anymore. Just because 4 years I'm aging out, so.
No, you're joking, right?
No, I'm not joking.
Wait, so this was your last season,
or? My last season, yeah.
No, man.
Yeah, no. It's a hard decision to leave, but at one point, I mean, you gotta leave, you know. Like, you can't stay on a college team forever. You gotta, save space for the new guy. So.
Yeah, that's gonna be a loss.
Yeah, I mean that's. I mean, if I was staying another year, I probably wouldn't have made Raaj Sheran now. I mean, it's how I can still keep up my dance, you know.
So how do you guys practice if you guys are like from all over?
Well, we're still getting a lot of those logistics out now, but we can only mainly meet once a month.
Okay.
Probably at most. For the most part, it's going to be online stuff.
Okay.
Virtual, we'll send out tutorials. And
are there any other like major alumni teams as well?
Yeah, there's a lot of them actually. No, I mean, there's going to be like alumni teams and independent teams.
Yeah.
Not all independent teams are like specifically alumni teams. And I wouldn't even say we are specifically an alumni team. We're created with the intention that people that do dance after their college teams here, if they want to keep doing that. But for the most part, there's a lot of independent teams like First Class Bhangra, RVD, Fortile, GGW, Farishte, DDJ. They're also another South-based independent team. Yeah, you get a lot of teams. They have their own competitions. I would say the one thing I do like about this circuit is that there is like a very dedicated, or not dedicated. There's a really like legitimate way to dance, and there's still a legitimate circuit after graduating from college.
So it's an actual circuit competition.
Yeah. Okay. It's a real thing. Like we're all in the same circuit. Like college teams will go compete against these independent teams on a regular basis. And just like comparatively to like the fusion circuit, which they have a couple teams. Yeah. I think like Darzana or the Watchlist company, the Watchlist dance company. Like they've got a couple, but as far as I know, they don't have like there's not nearly enough for there to be like a very like grounded place for that circuit to thrive.
Gotcha.
College, at least for Bhangra it is. I feel like that's attributed a lot to like the huge cultural significance of Bhangra, and it's like doing it is in and of itself like a way of life. Okay. So like I feel like when you do something like that for 4 years, you can't really just leave it 4 years, especially if you're interested in it. And again, there's like a lot of places to do it. A lot of teams out there that will do exactly what you want to get out of it. So.
And so as we're wrapping up the podcast, is there something you want the audience to leave with, like a message?
I'm not a scholar. I don't really want.
I mean, just something like from your experiences, something that you've realized that's like really like pushed you through.
Eternal optimism. Don't let things get you down. Bad stuff happens in life. It's okay to feel sad about it sometimes, but as long as we attack it in a positive manner, we don't have to be happy about it necessarily. But as long as whatever we do gets us closer to like that end goal, wherever we want to be. Just have fun, live life.
Just have a journey. Okay. Awesome. Is there any like final like shout outs or anything you want to give to people that's like that you haven't said already?
Well, shout out to GTV. Shout out to Ajay. Shout out to Putin. I can go down the entire list. Shout out to RSD, my co-captains Mamit and Rohan, my managers Jacob, Cash, and Dakil. Shout out to Kishan. Shout out to GBA. Shout out to Suhas for this like awesome podcast and straight talk, bro.
Awesome. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all the guests. You know what I mean? Like,
Dude.
I'm just asking questions. You guys are the answers.
that's true, but like I mean, we couldn't do it without you, basically.
I appreciate it. I appreciate
no,
it.
I love what you've been doing. You know, just like talking to random people. It's nice to see that, you know, like different. You do what's best for you. But
I definitely would. I definitely came into college with the mindset that I wanted to join a dance team. It just never worked out.
No, yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always places to be.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to necessarily like do GTB now. Like,
I don't. Yeah, exactly. Like, and I can always like join like a private team or like do something in the future. Yeah.
Just learn from one of your friends. You know Rasugna, right?
Yeah.
Rasugna, Gashika, they'll be down like.
Like I can ask them. Yeah,
You
yeah.
can ask them, be like, oh, yo, you got any Bhangra workshops? You know, you want to just teach me yourself? You know, drag one of them there. You know, we're all, as a team, we're very, very dedicated to spreading the culture.
Exactly.
You know, and because we don't like this idea of like gatekeeping or anything.
Exactly.
Like that.
Yeah.
We're pretty like opposite of that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like if you want to learn, come learn and have fun. You know.
And there's no point in gatekeeping it. You know what I mean?
There is no point
Yeah.
in gatekeeping. And if you're having fun,
It's-
if you're having fun, like of course, give it to someone else. Let them have fun too.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, I never understood the concept of just like having a selective group of people just doing that thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of like, I mean, that's good for you in like in a sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Like I don't get a lot of joy. Like or I would the opposite. I don't like get not a lot. Let me rephrase. I have a lot of fun doing dance. I have a lot of fun
Yeah.
teaching dance. You know, it's two different like types of happiness, which is like it's nice because like I can feel both of them. You know.
Exactly.
You know, just like have fun. I think it's one thing. Shout out, have fun.
Shout out, have fun.
Shout out, have fun.
Awesome. Well, it was nice interviewing me.
It was nice interviewing you, yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, and I definitely like in these like 10 minutes, 50 minutes, like
We're going for 50 minutes.
1 hour at this point. Yeah.
Let's go. I thought I was gonna be nervous. You know, I've got a speech impediment, so I can't. Speak
Really?
too well.
I
Yeah.
could not
Yeah.
tell.
Thank you. Yeah. I have a stutter, so I can't really like get words out every now and then. But I mean, it's been fun. It's been comfortable. So don't
That's
worry
good.
about
I
it.
appreciate it. Awesome. Thank you so much for listening.
Yeah, no problem.